She will be full of abominations. What is that? That is an amalgamation of all religions into one. Every religion, take something of every religion, put them together. That is why the scripture says, this woman, mystery woman, has a golden cup in her hand, all made into one. Now it's one offering to everybody. Now I tell you some current news that is going to happen. 3 years ago, the Lord showed me, which I have now made public, that the present Pope is the false prophet. You have heard that? You know, there is a purpose for everything that God does. Is Mystery Babylon real or imagery language used in the Bible? Or does it really have significance in the last days? There are many things in the Bible that is used as a parable. It's just an imaginary language that is used to convey a spiritual thing. For example, the bride of Christ. It's an imaginary language used that means it is the composed body of everybody. So it signifies a bride. A city or a nation is signified as a woman, like a lady. We said she. When we speak of a nation, we say she. Are you sure? Are you familiar with that? So these are imaginary words used in the Bible. So now my question is, or we need to answer this question. Is Mystery Babylon real or imagery, or does it have any real significance in the last days? Let's look at a few facts. Number one, the Bible tells us in Zechariah chapter 5, verses 5 to 11, that Babylon will be rebuilt again in the last days. In the year 2011, another prophet friend of mine and I, we conducted a 3 days of prophetic conference in one small hill station in India. And that was the very first prophetic conference where we ever televised live on our television network, Angel TV. And during one of the days, this prophet friend saw a vision similar to what Zechariah saw in Zechariah chapter 5. Similarly, a swan carrying a basket, and there was evil there. He saw it exactly as how. But he was not given any interpretation. That night, the following day at 3 in the morning, when I got up to pray, I saw in an open vision, on my bed, I saw this vision, an entire city been rebuilt, and the interpretation for the meaning of Zechariah chapter 5 was shown to me in great detail. How this vase is brought to the land of Shinar, and then from Shinar, which is Babylon, how a world empire will come, and then from the world empire, the Antichrist will rule the whole world. So this is something that is prophesied about the future. So it will be rebuilt. Number two, the Apostle John saw Babylon rebuilt and thriving materialistically, economically, and militarily. In Revelation chapter 17 and chapter 18, he saw the future. He was shown the future. The whole book of Revelation is about the future. Chapter 1, chapter 2, and chapter 3 were things that related to the past or present. As the Lord told him, I will show you things that must shortly come to pass, that which was, that which is, and that which is to come. So the past, the present, the future. The condition of the 7 churches were the past. And the Lord said, this is the past and this is the present. But from chapter 4 right up to chapter 22, they're all about the future. Nothing about the past anymore. All future events. So John saw future. Babylon rebuilt and was striving materialistically, economically, militarily, and also religiously. So in 4 fronts. Number 3, Babylon will be a literal city, not just an imaginary city or a spiritual city. It will be a literal city. Revelation chapter 17 verse 1 says that it sits upon many waters. And the angel who took John around to show all this, he interprets it in verse 9 and verse 18 to say the many waters represents peoples. So which means this is a city that is populated, heavily populated by people. So that tells us it is a real city and not an imaginary city. Number 4, as the governments of the world today make alliances and they sign treaties and covenants, so likewise the world governments of tomorrow will make alliances, sign treaties with her, and also submit themselves to her. Revelation chapter 17 verses 10 to 13. Number 5. This Babylon will be a nation or a city given over to sexual vices, which means the LBGT plus Q, R, all the letters, they keep on adding, First it was LGBT, right? Then they added a Q. Then they added another R. And every now and then they have different terms. Anyway, so that's why we can keep it open, A to Z. So the LGBT community will finally find a headquarters. That will become their headquarters. Not only for the LGBT community, but every manner of unimaginable sexual vices, immorality will be found there. Have you heard of the small, tiny, weeny nation called Malta? Malta is one of the nations where the Apostle Paul had preached the gospel. Just a few months ago, I made a shocking discovery that the president of Malta or the government of Malta had approved same-sex marriage. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2, after the bill has come to be effected, the president went on a nation address to say he wants to dedicate Malta to be full of gay people. A nation of gays. I decided to erase Malta from my memory. I don't want to think about Malta anymore. I was shocked. The president of the nation making the statement. An entire nation, like the former glory of Sodom and Gomorrah. Many years ago, Haiti was destroyed by a massive earthquake. Before that happened, do you know that the president of Haiti, on the day of his inauguration, stood on a podium, lifted up his hand and he said, I dedicate this nation to Satan. These are all historical facts. I'm not making up anything. He made a public statement during his inauguration. I dedicate this nation to Satan. And Haiti is a nation given over to voodoo and witchcraft. So it was wiped out. So can you imagine what will happen to Malta next? So, when Babylon comes, Malta will pale in comparison to Babylon. Number 6. Revelation chapter 17 verse 4 tells us that Babylon will be materialistically super rich. She'll be too rich with the goods of the world that all the nations will trade there. Today, then Wall Street will become nothing. Just street. Just street. Because the walls will be torn down. It will be just street. New York stock market will become nothing. London stock market will become nothing. The commerce of the world will be centered, will gyrate towards Babylon. Babylon will become the center for economic power. Number 7. She will be full of abominations. What is that? That is an amalgamation of all religions into one. Every religion, take something of every religion, put them together. That is why the scripture says, this woman, mystery woman, has a golden cup in her hand, all made into one. Now it's one offering to everybody. Now I tell you some current news that is going to happen. 3 years ago, the Lord showed me, which I have now made public, that the present Pope is the false prophet. You have heard that? Now, and subsequently over the years, the signs of him being the false prophet mentioned in Revelation 13 are coming to pass one by one. This year, he has made an announcement. The announcement is the formation of one world religion. And an invitation has been issued to all top religious leaders on the world to gather together September 2020 in the city of Hague in Holland at a place called the Peace Palace to sign the covenant of one world religion. It's been set September 2020. And if the one religion comes to place, and you know the coming of the Antichrist is just around the corner. Around the corner. Because this needs to come first. The world needs to be united together with one religion. Then comes one nation. Then comes one economic power. All will follow one after another. One unified identifying number for everybody.